Hello, dear friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you are here first time, please subscribe to my channel and click on bell button. My name is Guruji Sunil Chaudhary, and I like to talk about politics and social issues. Today, I want to address an issue that is not just affecting one country, but actually the whole world is getting affected by these problems. Okay, global significance: the escalating conflict between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon, and the recent powerful message from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu has made it clear to the Lebanese people that they are not Israel's enemies, urging them to stay away from areas where Israel is preparing ground attacks to dismantle Hezbollah. This is a critical moment, and we must understand the deeper implications not just for Israel or Lebanon, but for the entire world. Netanyahu's message is sharp yet strategic. On one hand, it is clear that warning to Hezbollah, but on the other, it is a diplomatic move to tell the Lebanese people that Israel is not against them. This approach separates the civilians from the militants, minimizing harm to innocent lives while ensuring military action against a terrorist group that has been a thorn in the region for decades. This is a lesson for all nations dealing with such conflicts. Separate the enemy from the people. Terror groups like Hezbollah often hide behind civilians, using them as human shield, creating a complicated battleground. Netanyahu's message to Lebanon is a masterclass in modern warfare diplomacy, and it echoes the ancient strategies found in our own Indian tradition. If we look into history, one name comes to mind immediately: Chanakya, the legendary strategist from Bharat who crafted the Arthashastra, one of the oldest treatises on statecraft and military tactics. Chanakya's four pillars of strategy: Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed, persuasion, incentive, punishment, and division are all in play here. Persuasion. Netanyahu's direct message to the Lebanese civilians is a form of persuasion. He is ensuring that Lebanese people understand that they are not the target, urging them to stay away from Hezbollah dominated areas. Punishment. By focusing military action on Hezbollah, Netanyahu is sending a strong message. Terrorism will not be tolerated, and those who sponsor violence will face the consequence. This is a modern application of Chanakya Niti, showing how diplomacy and strategy are intertwined even today. Friends, the situation in Israel mirrors many of the challenges Bharat has faced in its fight against terrorism. Just like Hezbollah in Lebanon, we have seen terror groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed operating from across the border in Pakistan, supported by foreign powers India. India too has had to take strong, decisive action, including surgical strikes to eliminate threats without harming civilians. Israel's approach, separating terrorists from the general population, resonates deeply with the principles that guide India's own fight against terror. Both nations face asymmetric threats from groups that operate outside the boundaries of conventional warfare, and both must balance military might with moral responsibility. We cannot discuss the morality of war without recalling the Mahabharata. Before the great war of Kurukshetra, Lord Krishna tried every possible means to avoid the conflict. He warned Duryodhan repeatedly, offering peace. But when all negotiations failed, war became inevitable. Netanyahu's approach is similar in spirit. By reaching out to the Lebanese people and urging them to stay away from Hezbollah, he is trying to prevent unnecessary bloodshed while making it clear that the real enemy is terrorism, not civilians. This aligns with the ancient Indian concept of Dharma Yuddha, a war fought for the right reasons with a clear moral compass. But let's look beyond just Israel and Lebanon. This conflict is part of much larger geopolitical struggle, with Iran supporting Hezbollah to destabilize Israel. This is not just about two countries, it's about how global powers use proxy forces to wage their battles. The world is watching how Israel handles this situation, and we all should take note. Countries like India, which face similar proxy conflict, must learn from this. Our fight against terrorism cannot be confined to the battlefield alone. Just like Israel, we must adopt a multi pronged strategy, clear messaging, precise action, and a focus on separating enemies from the innocent. As we witness these events, we must all understand the larger picture. Terrorism is a global threat, and the methods used to combat it have universal lessons. Netanyahu's warning to Lebanon is not just a military tactic, it's a message to the world. We must unite against these forces of terror wherever they may be, whether it is in the Middle East, South Asia, or anywhere else. The goal should be the same: eliminate terror while protecting civilians. Friends, we are living in times where conflicts like these have ripple effects across the globe. Israel's battle against Hezbollah is a reminder of the importance of clear strategy, moral responsibility, and decisive action. As Bharat, we must continue to learn from these global events and strengthen our own approach to national security. The ancient wisdom of our forefathers, from Chanakya to Krishna, teaches us that war, when unavoidable, must be fought with righteousness and clarity. Netanyahu's message reflects these very principles, making it relevant not just for Israel but for every country facing the menace of terrorism. Let us remain vigilant, strategic, and united in our resolve to defeat terror, wherever it may be. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.